Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Ubby Levine, one half of the Levines, back at you with the second episode. We are still on all the social media platforms and YouTube for at least another week. We'll see what happens after that. So, I thought I would share a little bit about my dad's smoking habits. One, because it's a big part of his life and also a significant dimension of our relationship, if you will. At his height, my dad smoked 2 packs of Camel non-filters. Oh no, sorry, 4 packs of Camel non-filters and 2.5 thermoses of coffee. He's kind of a mule who's always lived at the extremes. He's a white guy, but also not. He's Jewish mafia, a Levite. He's got a flat ass and a big mouth, and he's used it to take himself all over the world, including Brazil, where he lived for a year before he was expatriated, and then returning back to America, where he convinced a Jewish benefactor of his to send him to Colombia. And the guy wasn't even wealthy. My dad is just a master manipulator. If anything, my dad is not a rule follower. As a Levite, a high member of the priestly class, he has been ordained by God to teach others how to behave. And he doesn't like it when people tell him when or where he can smoke. And that does get him in trouble. One, because he has COPD, a spitting condition of the lungs that basically gives him trouble breathing and causes him to huck loogies everywhere. And the problem is that he uses cigarettes to calm himself down. That was his excuse for smoking at a shelter where he had his own private room. He was staying in a place called Our Savior's. Life was good. I was bringing him laundry and meals and whatnot. There was a bathroom that was clean. Could smoke right outside the door. But one day I get a call from the social worker there, and he's like, "Look, I've had this conversation many times before. Look, I'm sorry to say, but your dad can't stay here anymore. We caught him smoking in his room, and on top of that, he cut himself. So come talk to him if you can." So I go down there. I don't know what the hell I'm going to say to him. Like, this is his life. And I can't tell him how to live it. But I go there just to try to ascertain the details of what happened. Before I can say anything, he hits me with an old Jewish mafia tactic called yelling in your face. I get there, and the first thing he says to me is, "Who'd you talk to? You don't even know what happened. Listen, I could have had a heart attack." But I was in tremendous pain. Pain like you wouldn't believe. And I had to smoke. Okay. Later, he would confess to me that the whole thing was a fib. And he never really explained to me how he cut himself. But I know it was from one of his many pocket knives, which is supposed to be for his own protection. The last time, it was a taser. Anyways, though, I'm getting distracted. The cigarettes. So, he only smokes Camel non-filters, which is, according to him, the finest tobacco on earth. Everything to him is the finest, the best, the greatest. And in fact, this is one of his stories that has some truth to it, and I'll tell you how I know this. So I go to the tobacco shop on Lake Street, and it's run by the full jumpsuit wearing, sweating all the time, chains around his neck kind of guy. And I pick up the packet of cigarettes, and as I'm leaving the shop, this guy in a wheelchair rolls up on me, and I think he definitely had gout, and he says to me, "Kid, you're making a good choice. That's the best cigarette money can buy." And I said, "Yep, this is my life now."